Anthony McGrath, thanks for joining us to set up this new white ball season. We're, nearly 2 months into the red ball season. How much do you cross things over from what you've seen in April, May to set up for things in the Vitality Blast next month?
It's difficult, really. I mean, we did a lot of white ball work in Abu Dhabi in pre-season, but when you're in the red ball phase, given the challenges you have there, not a lot really. So guys not playing in the first 11 will have done a little bit more, but this week leading into our first game is crucial. So you know, the warm-up games we've got and the little bit of prep we've got are paramount really, and it's just about the guys switching, you know, focus to the shorter form.
Because we know the Eagles have had a tendency to be slow starters. And as we always know, momentum in any sport is critical, and to get some back-to-back wins would be so useful.
Yeah, I mean, we improved that last year, but certainly years before that it was something we pinpointed, and particularly our home form. But last year was very good. I think we won 5 out of 7 at home, and we managed to string some wins together. So it's that kind of tournament. You've got to peak at the right time. But of course, a good start always helps, because you know, if you do have some hiccups along the way, you've got points on the board. So every team are pretty much in the same boat.
Oh yeah.
Every time, every stage this year, at this time of year. Sorry.
Performances of last season stick with you, particularly here. You think of, you know, Michael Pepper. You think of Paulie Walter. You know, they seem to really, I use the word take responsibility, it's probably the wrong phrase, but they certainly stood up and had major impact in the way that games went. Does that change the way that you can plan for games now, knowing that those guys have reached that level and are looking to improve upon it?
Not really, but I think what it does do is give the guys more confidence that they can do it. Obviously they've been picked up in franchise stuff, and this winter and last summer we had a lot of guys playing franchise stuff and around the world, so that is superb for us. It's just that belief that knowing that they can do it in the biggest tournament, so it brings not just to the individual but to the group. I think the way we went about it last year was you know, really exciting. We were very fearless, particularly with the bat, breaking a record I think twice here at Chelmsford. So it's the way we want to go about it. Of course, sometimes you can fall flat on your face, particularly in T20. But Peps and Waltz, as you mentioned, they'd had a little bit of experience going into last year, but I think that was a real breakout season for them. So hopefully they can replicate that again.
And you got some Aussie sun as well during the winter. What did you learn from that? What did you garner that you can hopefully push into the Eagles this season?
Yeah, I mean, some things reinforced what we do really well, but I think in different conditions, different tournaments, teams obviously do things differently. So I was really interested to see how the guys train and also prep for matches and then post-match as well. So I think we can take stuff from that. They have a little bit more time in between games. We've got 7 in 9 days, so you've got to take that into account. But I just think the freedom probably of the guys in Melbourne, how they approached it, we can take a lot from that, and it's not too far about how we went about it last year. So it was good just to reinforce that, you know, we're on the right track, and hopefully with that year more experience that we talked about with some of our younger players, you know, we can improve on a quarter-final place that we achieved last year.
Are there any particular younger players that you're really looking forward to seeing step up and step on?
Well, I think we saw, you know, Feroz and Robin Das, Benny Allison play the odd game last year. Benny played quite a few more. Jamal had a good 50-over tournament. You know, Josh Rymel and Will Butterman have played as well before, so they've all got experience. So given the nature of the congested schedule, I'm sure we're going to, you know, need a bigger squad, and I think now they've got that experience, the 5 or 6 I mentioned there are going to play a part at some point. So you know, we're hoping that, you mentioned with Michael and Paul Walter, that someone has a breakthrough year as well to complement what we've already got.
We talk about home advantage being so invaluable in this contest. Friday nights here at the County Ground have got their own reputation, shall we say, but so important to make use of of Essex voices in the stands to get momentum again, to get victories under your belt as early as possible.
Definitely, and we really felt that last year when we got on a roll, you know, winning 5 out of 7, you could feel the excitement in the ground, and I think the lads really fed off that. The 2-3 years previous, we've not been great, and also we've had COVID, as you know, and it's been a bit soulless in here, but there's nothing better than Chelmsford, particularly on a Friday night when the fans are right behind us. So it's our job to get them off the seats and excite them, and if we do our part, the fans are always right behind us here. So home form again will be crucial. I think we've got a good formula here now with the balance with bat and ball and the options we've got. So again, we'd be targeting our home form as a key to going to the last stages.
We're looking forward to it. I hope you are too, and we look forward to Eagles' success once again. Thanks for your time, Mick.